from the right-hander Bradley Hallman of Lincoln County Cardinals in there for a strike to Cody Dellinger. Dellinger, Naren, and Beam, the three lefties in the top of the order, leading off in their strike 2 on Dellinger. Dellinger starting in left field tonight for Cherryville Post 100. Hallman's 0-2 pitch is a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Dellinger. Cherryville lost here on Tuesday night, 7-3. Lost at home last night, 3-1. And check swing, he fouled it off. Still 1-2 on Dellinger. Cherryville 7 hits. Lincoln County 9 hits last night. In the first game, Cherryville 4 hits. Lincoln County 14. Ball high, 2-2.
Milton, I was just going to say, bear with us if you're listening via the internet and not able to get us on the radio. We're trying to get there if we're not on the radio yet. Just a very weak internet signal here, so you have to bear with me. It might take a couple.
3-2 goes to count on Cody Dellinger. 3-2 pitch to Dellinger. Swung on and missed and struck him out. Bradley Hallman, a right-hander, came back from a 0-2 count. He went full on Dellinger, and he came back to strike him out. And that brings up Caleb Naren. Naren, left-handed hitter for Cherryville Post 100, the second baseman. And the pitch swung on and missed. Naren steps back in. The 0-1 from Hallman. Swung on and missed. 0-2 quickly on Naren. The wind and the pitch. The 0-2 is high. Ball 1. And that's ball 2. Two pitch is ball 3. So another full count pitch coming up here to the Cherryville hitter. This time Caleb Naren. Dellinger struck out on a 3-2 count pitch, and the 3-2 here to Naren. Swing and a miss. Struck him out as well. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bradley Hallman.
Not a good sign, Milton, for Post 100 after the first 2 pitching performances that we've seen, you know.
That's exactly right. Cherryville's confidence already shaken as a hitting squad, and back-to-back strikeouts to make them feel much better. There's ball 1 to Beam. Josh Beam with 2 out, nobody on for Cherryville, top of the first. Next pitch, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Josh Beam, except for the check swing foul tip a while ago by Dellinger. Cherryville hadn't even hit the ball, hasn't even made contact. And the count goes 3-0 on Beam. So maybe Beam can draw a walk here if he doesn't get aboard by a hit or otherwise. And this 3-0 is a strike. Three balls and 1 strike on Josh Beam, and the pitch foul back. 3-2 count again. So the third 3-2 count of the inning on the first 3 hitters for Cherryville. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Foul back up on the hill. A John Brown Allstate Insurance foul ball. Our feature sponsors include the foul ball sponsor, John Brown Allstate Insurance. Run sponsor for Cherryville, Rocky Bennett Insurance. And the third inning sponsored by Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance of Lincoln. Foul ball by Beam. Still 3-2. Our call of the bullpen pitching change brought to you by Alcom Mini Storage of Cherryville.
Milton, I've got a hold of Lanny for some technical assistance. It just will not work from here tonight. So the buttons clicked on that need to click on, but for some reason it's not taken, not switching us over. So
okay. So
maybe we should check our signal, make sure we are still dialed in.
Yep, we're dialed in.
Okay, good.
We're good there. Dialed in to the station. 3-2 pitch. Pops straight up, and this one's going to get outplayed. Beam has fouled off 4 after being after the 3-2 count. He's fouled off 4 pitches.
Right.
Rest of our feature sponsors, the postgame show brought to you by Cherryville Printables. The fielder of the game by First Baptist Church and the Creek Coffee House. The hitter of the game by Medical Center Pharmacy. And there's ball 4 to Beam. And our overall player of the game sponsored by Peak Resources Cherryville. That's those feature sponsors on WCSL, WLON. Our scoreboard sponsor, TRT Trailer Sales. And, of course, scoreboard sponsor on WCSL along with TRT Trailer Sales. On WCSL, our scoreboard sponsors are Hauser Drug and Mr. Sparky, a division of Wise Electric. Tyler Shoemaker, the batter. Strike called on Shoemaker. 0-1 to Tyler with 1 on and 2 out here in the top of the first. No score in the ball game. Cherryville first 2 batters, Dellinger and Nairn, struck out. Beam walks. With 2 away, it's Shoemaker. Beam running. Shoemaker ground ball.
Off the pitcher. Hits off the pitcher's glove.
And they'll throw to first to complete the putout. It'll go 1-5-3.
Yeah, bounced all the way over to Sullivan over at third base.
So a ground out ends the inning, and Beam left stranded. No runs on no hits, no errors, a walk, and 1 left. And you're listening to American Legion Baseball, WCSL, WLON, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Discover something for everyone at the Red Rabbit 27 shops in Lincoln. For women, you'll find handbags, sunglasses, garden decor, and more. For men, there's outdoor furniture, garden tools, saddles, boots, and chaps. For kids, check out the selection of children's clothes, doll clothes, and baby blankets too. Everyone will love the birdhouses, artwork, pottery, plants, wicker furniture, antique furniture, and jewelry too. Located on Highway 27 east of Lincoln, Red Rabbit 27 open Monday through Saturday. Call 704-240-4448.
Bruce isn't sure why he's out here, but this happens every time Aunt Betty and her allergies come to town, doesn't it, Bruce? But now, Train can help downtrodden animals like Bruce. A Train Clean Effect system removes up to 99.98% of the allergens from all the air that it heats or cools, so your owners will never choose Aunt Betty over you again. Let's go find your family a Train dealer.
Your Train Comfort Specialist is Roland Black Heated and Cooling. Call 704-865-1375. Roland Black Heated and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train.
Trailers for everything, and we mean it, at TRT Trailer Sales in Lincoln, 3302 Gastonia Highway. Trailers for hauling livestock, motorcycles, and cars. You'll find dump trailers, utility, and landscaping trailers. You'll find racing trailers with finished interiors, plus the tag-along and gooseneck trailers, insulated trailers with tack compartments and 110 packages. Call toll-free at 1-877-279-7465 or visit the website, trttrailersales.com.
A lot of people are switching to natural gas lately because natural gas appliances cost a lot less to operate than those using propane or electricity. In fact, a typical family could save up to $1,000 a year just by switching from propane to natural gas. But that's not all. To learn more about natural gas and to find out how much money you could save by switching, visit psncenergy.com/choosegas. That's psncenergy.com/choosegas. Natural gas from PSNC Energy, making everyday life better.
Back 1-2. Ortiz in the series, couple of hits and has been hit by a pitch. And the pitch here, 1-2 pitch, a ball.
Lanny's working on it.
Okay.
Just having problems getting it to switch over.
Okay.
Bear with us, folks.
So we're live on the internet. That pitch spins Ortiz back. 3-2 now from Alec Johnson. Three balls, 2 strikes. The leadoff batter in the bottom first, and that's over his head, ball 4.
So good start already, Milton, for Lincoln County's offense. Ortiz draws that leadoff walk, and now the man that's got 8 straight hits in this series coming up in Clay Hodges. First pitch to Hodges is popped up. He could be retired this time. Shallow left field, though. Left fielder coming in hard and will make the play out there. So finally, Milton, Clay Hodges has made an out.
You're exactly right. First out he's made since the first at bat in the first game. He struck out here Tuesday night in his first at bat. Since then, he's been 8 for 8. He's 8 for 10 now, and brings up Danny Sullivan.
800, still not too shabby.
Not bad.
Close play.
Throw to first.
Got him.
Picked him off. They pick off Ortiz. 1-3 on the putout.
Yep, 1-3 as the umpire there right on top of it.
That first base umpire is Rick Curtis. Our umpires behind the plate, Seth Keener, first base Curtis, and third base Jamie Roebuck.
That's one thing. That's one advantage to 3 umpires is when there's a runner at first, your base ump don't have to go down to second. He can stay at first base as the third base umpire will come over to second.
Strike call on Sullivan. Low. 1-1 strike on Sullivan. Welcome those of you listening on ktcbroadcasting.com. If you got friends and family trying to listen on radio, tell them to be patient. We're trying to get on the air. It's a computer thing. 1-2 the count.
It's beyond our control here. Lanny working on it back in Lincoln for us.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he's on his way to Lincoln to try and fix the issue.
And Sullivan is hit by a pitch on the left hand, looks like, David. So with 2 out, Lincoln County gets another base runner. The first one, Ortiz, on the walk, he was picked off. Said we're getting a bunch of calls back at the radio station.
We're getting them.
Steve Roberts back there says we're getting a whole bunch of calls. Well,
lighting up my text too. So
yeah,
I'm glad the interest is there, and we apologize. It's just beyond our control at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully, Lanny only lives about 8 to 10 minutes from there, and he can shoot down the road and try to have it going.
And we are on the internet, live with video, and the count ball 1 to Jacob Hoover. I know not everybody has internet. I understand that. I don't. If I was at home, I would be in the same boat with the rest of the crew there. I have just listened to them on the radio. 2-0 on Hoover.
Maybe, I guess you probably told Steve to have them announce that we're having technical issues and we'll be on momentarily.
I didn't tell him all that. I can call him during the commercial. I can't text all that. Throw to first, and
you have to be 13 to be able to do that, Milton.
Yeah, you have to type with your thumbs. I'm a one finger.
I understand.
I'm a hunt and peck typist on a cell phone. Anyway.
There you go.
On a typewriter keyboard, I'm pretty good. 2-1, 2 out, 1 on for Lincoln County. Bottom of the first, no score. Runner going. Pitch a ball, throw down to second, bounced in there, but they still got him. Hunter Jackson's throw down to the shortstop, Huff, 6-3 put out on Sullivan for out number 3, and Hoover left standing in the batter's box. He'll lead off the second. After 1 inning of play, and the inning summary being here, no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for Lincoln County. After 1 inning of play, it is 0-0 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. Back in a moment.
The 2013 Dodge event is underway at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Lincoln. Coming now for some great deals on the new 013 Dodge models, including the new 2013 Dodge Dart, starting at $15,995, or lease a new 2013 Dodge Dart for $149 per month for 24 months. Or how about the new 2013 Dodge Charger, starting at $25,995, or lease it for only $269 per month. See Abernathy for all the detail. Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge, 1442 East Main Street in Lincoln. You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to only play offense or only play defense. So when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands? Hey, sports fans, call Allstate agent John Brown at 704-435-1920 today. Carolina Care Center strives to provide quality care and promote an excellent quality of life. They now offer Carolina Care Cottages. All Carolina Care services are now available to cottage residents on an outpatient basis. Cottage residents have priority to beds if need at Carolina Care Center. The 2-bedroom cottages are fully equipped. Reserve your new home today by calling 704-435-4161. Carolina Care, offering a standard of excellence. Let their family take care of your family today at Carolina Care Center.
On high, Cherryville without a hit yet, a walk in the first inning, and 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Other than that, Lincoln County no hits in the game either. Here's a pop-up by High, first base side going out of play. It's still 1-2 for Lincoln County.
We can see that ball all the way, Milton.
Yeah. Lincoln County in the bottom of the first, a leadoff walk, then a fly out, then that runner at first picked off by the pitcher, and then Sullivan hit by a pitch, and he is picked off trying to steal second. Here's a deep fly to right field, just shy of the warning track by Cameron High for out number 1.
Nathaniel Scoggins out there in right field, as Milton said, shy of the warning track. Still on the jog, no, not on the full run, but on the jog, on the trot, making the catch.
There was some pretty violent weather around the area yesterday, and apparently pretty violent because the 2 pine trees that were in our way, they're down on the ground.
They are.
Something took those pine trees down.
Either that or we assume they were breakaways.
Yeah, they're breakaway pine. We'll stab them back up after the game and wrap them in duct tape.
Hook the latches back. Come on.
Yeah, came unlatched on the breakaway pine trees. 1 ball, no strikes to Huff. Next pitch, ball 2. But it's so much nicer to be able to see right field.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever took care of that problem, we thank you. Here's a drive to left field and deep. It is back to the fence and out of here for Brett Huff. 1-out homer, a solo homer in the second inning puts Cherryville out in front. 1-0 on a Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard.
That is the first run of the night. Cherryville claims the lead tonight. They had a short live lead last night. Well, no, they didn't. They trailed 2-0 before they got their run. I was trying to go back and see.
It was Tuesday night, game 1.
They did lead in game 1, didn't they?
They jumped on the top in the first inning, 1-0, and
after the third, that was it. Lincoln County scored in the third, and Cherryville hasn't led since.
That's right.
Right now.
That's right. All right, the batter up is Brandon Alexander against Bradley Hallman, and the pitch is ball 1 to Alexander. Alexander, third baseman, right-handed hitter for post 100. Must-win game for Cherryville. And the pitch is low, 2 balls and no strikes on Alexander. The wind and the pitch. There's a shot to right field, base hit for Alexander. Back-to-back hits. Now off Bradley Hallman for post 100. And that'll bring up Clay Fuller with 1 out and 1 on, a run in here in the top of the second. 1-0 Cherryville. Fuller.
Yeah, they're starting to get the bats going a little bit here. It's early, but, good for Cherryville post 100 and Cherryville fans that a couple hits here tonight. Hadn't been a whole lot of hitting out of this team the last 2 games.
The 2 hits tonight, half of what they had the whole time here, the first game, Tuesday night here. Ball 1 to Fuller. Fuller, the right fielder, left-handed hitter. And the pitch from Hallman grounded, foul. And it's 1-1 on Fuller. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on, 1 run in.
Yeah, that home run and followed by the Alexander single, the only 2 hits in the game so far tonight. Inning number 2.
Alexander go back at first, gets his lead off. The 1-1 pitch coming up from Hallman to Fuller. And it's a fly ball to right field. Hit well. It is going to be gone.
Yes, it is.
2-run homer, Clay Fuller. Back, or 2-run homers, 2 homers in the inning. That a 2-run shot by Fuller over the right field fence for the left-handed hitter. Makes it 3-0 Cherryville, Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug, TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard.
And I know nobody happier to see that than Coach Reynolds, though they're coaching third base, to see his team try and break out of a little hitting slump here with a couple long balls here in the top of the second.
Yep, and we're going to have a meeting on the mound for Lincoln County Post, 455 Lincoln County Cardinals, leading this series 2-9, but trailing here in Game 3. The game win could clinch it for Lincoln County, but right now Cherryville 3 runs in the top of the second inning on a home run, a hit, and a home run after the fly out by High. And High took that ball deep to right field in his at-bat.
Opposite field, too, off of Cameron High's bat. So, meeting adjourned.
And it brings up Hunter Jackson. Jackson batting 9th in the order, the catcher, right-handed hitter for Cherryville. Wind the pitch from Hallman, and it's a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop has it cleanly. And the 6-3 putout makes out number 2 in the inning. Brings up top of the order, Cody Dellinger. Dellinger, a strikeout in the first.
That is the Game 1 starting pitcher, Justin Norton, playing shortstop. That's another thing about this Lincoln County team. They basically got 3 shortstops on the infield. You know, Sullivan's a shortstop for East Lincoln. Norton can play short for North. And then you got Ortiz, who played short for Maiden.
And a foul tip by Dellinger, strike 1. Cody Dellinger, left-handed hitter, the left fielder tonight for Post 100 in this must-win game. The pitch, a strike, 0-2 now on Dellinger. And the pitch is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Dellinger.
Cherryville with the 3-0 lead here, batting in top of the second. Home run, single home run, has got him on the board.
The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed and struck him out. Side retired. But in the inning, 3 runs, 3 hits for Cherryville. No errors, nobody left. Inning and a half in the books. It's 3-0 Cherryville over Lincoln County on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug and TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard. And we'll be right back.
Shane County. Do you need to organize? Maybe you need to create more space. But what do? Call Alcom Mini Storage on Dick Bream Road in Cherryville. Alcom Mini Storage has all sizes of mini storage bins, priced from $35 to $85. And now mention this radio ad, and when you pay for 3 months, you'll get an additional month free. Just mention this radio ad for your free month. Alcom Mini Storage, 235 Dick Bream Road in Cherryville, 704-435-8803. All units are lighted with security cameras and monthly extermination. Check our prices, Alcom Mini Storage.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent Billy Rowland in Lincoln can help you get to a better state. Because Billy and her agents will talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it. From cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent Billy Rowland in Lincoln and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
The old saying, you can't keep a good man down, now applies to Brookwood Cafe and Catering. The new Brookwood Cafe and Catering is located on Providence Mill Road in Maiden, featuring the same great food and service you remember. The world's greatest fried chicken and world-famous penny browns once again satisfy your appetite. Brookwood Cafe and Catering is serving the same great breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Brookwood Cafe and Catering on Providence Mill Road in Maiden. Stop by before the game or call ahead for your tailgate items, 828-428-8944.
Carolina Heating and Cooling in Cherryville has been in business for over 90 years. with over 4 generations of contractor experience. Carolina Heating and Cooling specializes in sales, service, and installation of heating and cooling products. They offer annual maintenance agreements and service all brands of equipment. Carolina Heating and Cooling, 1313 West Church Street in Cherryville in the old Ford Motor Company building. Owned and operated by Keith and Brian Long. Call 704-435-4433.
Community minded, just like you. Community minded, that's for sure, it's true.
You care about the future of this community. You grew up here. You've raised a family here. Your life is here. So is ours. Carolina Trust Bank. Member FDIC.
Community minded, just like you.
Home run with a ground out, and Dellinger a strikeout to end the Cherryville inning. So we're to the top of the second, 3-0 Cherryville, and a leadoff hitter on for Lincoln County, Hoover, and the batter is Hayden Deal, the designated hitter. Throw to first, safe is Hoover.
And Milton, a big shout out to Lanny, too, and a thank you for running down the Startown Road and hooking us up.
Yeah, our computers, our remote, the way we do it remotely just wouldn't work tonight.
Yeah, he said something is actually hung up in the studio that he had to go in there and just take care of. So.
Okay. 2-0 is the count on Hayden Deal. The pitcher for Cherryville is Alec Johnson, the West Lincoln High School product. Throw to first, and safe is Hoover. Alec Johnson, a right-hander. Pitcher for Lincoln County is right-hander Bradley Hallman. And the pitch here, that almost hits the batter, and it gets by a wild pitch, and the runner will go to second. Let's count goes 3-0 on Deal. We'll go ahead and give you the lineups since those of you on radio didn't get them. We've been on the internet the whole time. So anybody that was listening on the internet or could.
If you're able to.
We've been on the internet just fine tonight with pictures and audio.
I'll see if I can run down Lincoln Counties for you real quick. It's Ortiz leading off. Clay Hodges second. Danny Sullivan's hitting third. Hoover's hitting fourth. He just now got the base hit and stole second, or went to second on the wild pitch. Yeah. Hayden Deal's the DH. Justin Norton at shortstop. Darren Salter at first. Nathaniel Scoggins in right. And J.T. Bowden behind the plate. That's your Lincoln County lineup.
All right. Here's a high fly drive to center, but playable. Shy of the warning track is Josh Beam for the catch, and that'll take care of Deal. And
first out here in inning number 2.
Bring up Norton. Lineup for Cherryville, leading off Cody Dellinger, Caleb Nairn bats second, Josh Beam batting third. Dellinger left field, Nairn second base, Beam center field. Tyler Shoemaker, designated hitter, batting fourth for Alec Johnson, the pitcher. Mm-hmm. And Cameron High, the first baseman, batting fifth. Get the rest of them after the pitch to Justin Norton.
Down low.
That's a ball. After High, batting sixth to shortstop Brett Huff. Batting seventh, third baseman Brandon Alexander. Batting eighth, right fielder Clay Fuller. Batting ninth, catcher Hunter Jackson. Coach Reynolds is still the head coach.
He is.
And
has not changed positions.
He's not changed positions, and he's in the lineup.
Coach Bolick.
Coach Bolick's in the lineup as head coach for Lincoln County. No changes there. County's 1-1.
Milton, that's two guys right there that really love baseball. Coach Reynolds and Coach Bolick.
Foul ball, third. Oh, no, it's a fair ball, third base side. And Alexander's throw pulls High off the bag, but he tags Norton down the line.
So no difference, a 5-3 put out, and a good job, good footwork over there by Cameron High to come off and make the play.
And with 2 out, Hoover goes to third. No, he stayed at second.
Yeah, it was out in front of him there. He didn't want to take the chance.
I thought I saw him go to third. He must have raced back to second. Okay, so
he forgot something.
He forgot. He forgot his wallet. He forgot his keys. Batter up, left-handed hitter Darren Salter. Salter in accounts ball 1. Salter finished out things last night at Cherryville in relief for Deal.
You know, one thing I've noticed here, Milton, on the Twitter account tonight, I'm not getting any updates on Shelby and Hickory, and it makes me wonder Are they all? Are they rained out again up in
Well,
Hickory?
I'll check with Steve during the break back at our
Okay.
studios. He's
Well, but then we heard people tell us that Shelby was on instead of our game. So
yeah.
I'll have to check that out. I'll try to find out from somebody.
Here's Salter trying to bunt his way aboard and fouled it off, strike 2. So it's 1-2 on Salter, 2 out, and a runner at second for the Lincoln County Cardinals. Here in the bottom of the second, Cherryville leads 3-0. Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug TRT Trailer Sales. I need a pair of cowboy boots. The grass is deep up here. I need some boots or something up here. We're setting up on the bank.
I know where you can get a pair.
Yeah. We're setting up on the bank. 2-2 on Salter. It's high grass. It's
you are the
itching my
bank.
legs. Huh?
You are the bank.
I am the bank. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. And 1 on for Lincoln County. Bottom of the second. The pitch. High. 3-2.
Yeah, you missed pretty bad with that one, Milton. Hunter Jackson had to stand up and stretch as well to reel that one in.
Alec Johnson in the first inning walked a batter, hit a batter, but they were both picked off. Runner picked off at first. Runner picked off trying to steal second. 1 strike away from getting out of the inning, or 1 ball away from putting a runner at first. And it'll be the ball. Ball 4.
Yep, up again in the strike zone, and that is Salter heading down to first base. Hoover still at second. There are 2 down, however, in inning number 2.
Now I've got something in my eye. Man, I'm just having a tough. Need me some boots, and I got something in my eye. All right, the batter up is Nathaniel Scoggins then, as you say, David. 2 on and 2 out. And Lincoln County down by 3. Tying run is
fouled to Coach Bolick.
Is at the plate here, yeah, and fouled over to the third base coach. So strike 1 on Scoggins.
Do you know Coach Bolick's a former Tar Heel?
Did not.
Played his baseball at UNC.
Okay. No comments from over there in the peanut gallery. Cheap seats.
Steve said wouldn't hold it against him.
Yeah, from the cheap seats up here. 0-1 pitch. It is fastball high.
Yep, up around the letters, maybe a little above the letters on that one. And that's where Johnson's missed with most of his pitches so far tonight, Milton, that have been out of the strike zone have been up.
And he's frustrated with himself right now for doing that. And the 1-1 pitch. There's a drive to left field.
Yes, it is. Pretty well hit.
Back is over the head of Towery. 1 run will score. Another run coming around third. He will score. We got a throw to the plate, but not in time.
Late. Yep, 2-run double for Scoggins. Well, I'm just about going to say that Lincoln County already is bringing the tying runner to the plate. And Scoggins delivers. He don't tie it, but next best thing for him is pulling his team to within 1.
3-2 in the bottom of the second now, 2 out. And runner at second base for the bottom of the order, J.T. Bowden. It's a 3-2 ball game. Cherryville by 1, and the pitch from Johnson to Bowden, high. Ball 1 to count. Bowden, right-handed batter, catcher for Lincoln County. The 1-0 pitch from Johnson is delivered high. 2-0. And we're glad to be back with you tonight on radio and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Finally.
Yeah. 2-0 pitch, swung on a miss, 2-1. Again, apologies for missing first inning and a half here, but had some technical issues at the studios and got those.
And thanks to the listeners, Milton, really, for letting people know. You know, I mean, there's times we do know. Tonight we did not. It appeared everything here went smooth. So
yeah, it was showing up on the computer like all was okay.
Everything switched like it should. But then thanks to some folks for sending me texts, calling, whatever they may do, even calling the station, whichever it may be, and informing us. It always helps.
2-2 pitch coming up with 2 out and a runner at second, and the pitch is in the dirt. And that one
You saw what I saw.
I saw a ball being thrown around up on the hill.
How did that thing get way over there?
I thought the ball bounced off home plate and went
behind the dugout.
I saw that kids. It's some kids throwing a ball around.
The timing was awesome on that.
It was. Now there's a foul tip, and it's still 3-2 on Bowden. It looked just like it was as the ball came to the catcher. Jackson, we saw that ball flying behind home, by the side behind the dugout.
Not only did it get away, but it went out of play, went behind the dugout.
That would have been incredible. 3-2 the count on Bowden.
Oh, me.
Tying run at second for Lincoln County. Scoggins, who brought in the first 2 runs for Lincoln County on that double a moment ago with 2 out on a 1-1 pitch. Took it over the left fielder, Dalton Towery's head. Towery almost caught up with it.
Give you some information here after this pitch, which is
all 4
up high, yeah.
They go to the top of the order, Randall Ortiz.
Got you an update from Hickory. They go to the bottom of the 3rd. Hickory will come to bat, tie game, 0-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Now, you do know Shelby leads that series just 1 game to none. They were rained out last night. Shelby a come from behind 5-4 win on Tuesday night.
Sure did. All right, top of the order, Ortiz gets his instructions from Coach Bullock with 2 on and 2 out, and Coach Reynolds is going to come out to the mound here. So while Coach Reynolds heads his way to the mound, let's thank Malcolm Parker at Pat's Drive-In, Cherryville, 604 West Church Street. I tell you what, a lot of folks from Lincoln can come over to Pat's Drive-In.
Yesterday, you just laid a big list on me. Yeah, who's who.
And
Pat's Drive-In.
And if Cherryville can win this game and force game 4 tomorrow night in Cherryville, I'm sure a lot of those people will be back at Pat's Drive-In. 604 West Church Street in Cherryville. Phone number 704-435-8833 for your call-in orders. They're open 6 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night, Monday through Saturday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Pat's Drive-In. And be sure you tell Malcolm you heard about him during the ball game.
Yes.
I had breakfast there this morning and supper there last night.
A regular.
Malcolm's been feeding me well. Ortiz then with 2 on and 2 out in a 1-run game.
And a critical spot here for Alec Johnson. Milton Cherryville jumped out to the 3-0 lead on a pair of homers there by Huff and Fuller, but now threatening to even it up here as they pulled to within 1 at 3-2. So Johnson looking for the big out.
Pitch, a ball.
Trying to close the door.
Seth Keener again. Folks on radio didn't hear us give the umpire's name. Seth Keener is behind the plate.
Mm-hmm.
Umpire at first is Rick Curtis and Jamie Roebuck at third.
And I know Curtis and Keener, but I don't know if I've ever seen Roebuck. I may have.
Never heard of his name. Ground ball to third.
Easy
and be a fielder's choice for Ortiz as Alexander will make the put out at third on Scoggins, 5 unassisted for out number 3. But Lincoln County gets 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. We've played 2, and it's 3-2. Cherryville leads on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard, and we'll be right back.
It's time to jump in. Jump in and cool off with a dip in your backyard pool. To help keep your pool sparkling clean all summer long, see Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. They carry a full line of BioGuard products. Plus, they'll analyze your water to make sure you get the right blend of BioGuard. And keep your yard looking great with the new Husqvarna Zero Turn, tractor, push mower, or trimmer. Carolina Hardware and Garden Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln.
What are some of the greatest moments in sports? For me, I think of the basketball games in my uncle's driveway when I was a kid. He wasn't just my uncle, he was a friend. When he died, his funeral allowed me to share what he meant to me. It was a meaningful funeral for a life worth celebrating. As a member of the National Funeral Directors Association, the staff at Carpenter's Funeral Home understand the importance of creating a meaningful funeral service for a life worth celebrating. For more information, call Carpenter's Funeral Home at 704-435-6711. Carpenter's Funeral Home, excellence in cremation and funeral services.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing. Here's your card.
What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
Shane Calloway invites you to see Cherryville Printables for your sports embroidery, screen printing, and promotional items. Plus, if you're a member of a sports team, the new Cherryville Printables sells uniforms and sporting good apparel, including New Era and Flex Fit hats. Plus, name brand apparel including Nike, Augustus, Holloway, Ashworth, Adidas, Carhartt, and Dry Duck. And they can personalize any item. And be sure to ask about their special fundraising pricing. See their products in Medical Center Pharmacy or call 704-748-3550. That's Shane Calloway and Cherryville Printables. Again, 704-748-3550.
For Beam. 4-6 put out on Naren out number 1 brings up Tyler Shoemaker. Just been told that KTC Broadcasting President and General Manager Calvin Hastings is now the former general manager of the Cleveland County Fair. Calvin has resigned his position as fair manager at the Cleveland County Fair as of this evening. It is official, and he plans to spend more time with the radio and What's Up Shopper. So Calvin did an outstanding job at the fair. He did brought in so many new innovations and wrinkles to the fair and everything they do, so many new events. And I knew he would when he got the job. He's a winner through and through. I've known Calvin. Here's the runner going to second on the pitch in the dirt.
Yeah, the wild pitch allows Beam to get down to second safely with 1 out.
I have known Calvin since 1983 when I was at WCSL. Been there a couple of years under former ownership and management, and Calvin came in and turned things around at WCSL, eventually adding a group of radio stations and just doing so much for the broadcasting industry there. And then over the years, he's took on other jobs and duties as, like I say, the What's Up Shopper and the Cable 33 in Shelby. And
Milton, the fair will miss him.
The fair will miss Calvin Hastings, no doubt. But he has resigned at the fair as the general manager, and he's going to give his
Wonder who will do that.
150% effort, I know, to radio and What's Up Shopper. So, folks, the best is yet to come with the radio and What's Up Shopper. I guarantee you that. 1 and 2 is the count on Shoemaker, and here's a foul ball third base side. Cherryville leading here 3-2 in the top of the. Oh, by the way, this is the Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance third inning, and 3-2 score. Cherryville 3 runs in the top of the second. Lincoln County 2 in the bottom. Cherryville 2 home runs in that top of the second. A solo shot by Huff and a 2-run homer by Fuller. And that one hits.
Yep.
Tyler Shoemaker on the shoulder. The left shoulder took that one.
Just barely hear it from where we are up on the hill on the first base side, but no doubt the umpire saw it and heard it. 2 on
and 1 out for Cherryville. And the batter up be Cameron High. Then High took it deep, but not out of here to right field, opposite way for the right-handed hitter.
And the first pitch from Hallman, too high, strike at the knees.
Strike 1, the count. We're in the top of the third, a must-win game for Cherryville Post 100.
They'd like to answer back here and get a couple of those runs back.
Going to third and out at third.
Yeah, they got him
Beam.
Got him pretty easily over there, Milton. I was a little surprised. I didn't think that Josh Beam got the greatest jump, but got to give the catcher credit too. Back there, bowed a nice throw to third.
Beam thrown out trying to steal the base, and that's out number 2 on a 2-5 pickoff, and a count 0-1 on High. And the pitch here, a ball.
So that just leaves Shoemaker at first, and now with 2 outs in the inning.
The correct count is 2-1. Scoreboard updated itself there. I thought we'd had more pitches than that.
It updated itself?
Yeah, well,
that's impressive.
It did.
On a scoreboard like that.
The scoreboard operator updated theirself. 3-1 now on High.
Troy does not want to hear that there's a scoreboard that'll update itself, Milt.
Well, that day's probably coming.
I would doubt it.
Somewhere, somebody's working on that. Ground ball to third. Oh, and he lets it just get off the heel of his glove.
Yep. Infield error there will allow Cameron High to reach safely. You don't see that much out of this East Lincoln. Did you hear me do it? Out of this Lincoln County infield, they are pretty solid in there with the gloves, but that time an infield error.
Here's Huff, who, with one out, hit it over the left field fence. His last at bat. He's 1 for 1 on the night. That was back in the second inning to make it 1-0 Cherryville. And
Milton Steve points out to us that Cherryville missed out on a run there too with the caught stealing.
You bet you. And Huff fouls this one back up the hill, a John Brown Allstate Insurance foul ball, and somehow it just missed a row of cars.
That's because mine was not in the row.
Yeah. If you'd have been one of those cars, you'd be going home with a broken window tonight. Strike one to count. High. Good stop by the catcher, Bowden. And it's 1-1 on Brett Huff.
This is the best night that we've had for baseball.
Feels nice out here.
A couple nights ago it was hot, very hot here at the start of the game, hot throughout and very muggy. Last night, I guess, was a pretty good night outside after the rain did cease, but tonight's just about perfect.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. Grounder to second. Ortiz has it. Over to first in time. Cherryville leaves a couple of base runners on and has one picked off in the inning as well.
They do.
So no runs for Post 100 on one hit. 1 error and 2 left on in the top of the Billy Rowland State Farm third inning. And after 2.5 innings on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug TRT Trailer Sale scoreboard, still Cherryville 3 and East Lincoln 2.
Bright, sunshiny day.
If you want to be treated like family, stop by the drugstore in Lincoln and Vale or Boger City, and you will get just that. The drugstore is locally owned and operated. George and his staff take great pride in giving all their customers fast, efficient, quality customer service. They can help you with any prescription or home health care need you may have. Find them on Facebook or at tdspharmacies.com. The drugstore would like to welcome you to their family. Your full-service service center for your automobile is Rick's Automotive on East Main Street in Cherryville. They do it all at Rick's Automotive. Rick Walker and his staff is dedicated at providing you the best in automotive care. From an oil change to a tune-up, from a tire alignment to a full set of new tires, from heaters to air conditioners, you can get it done at Rick's Automotive. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Rick's Automotive, 1001 East Main Street in Cherryville. Call 435-3801.
Pennzoil is not just oil, it's Pennzoil. Choose from Pennzoil High Mileage Vehicle, or Pennzoil Conventional, or Pennzoil Platinum. The Pennzoil High Mileage Vehicle continuously cleans and protects engines with over 75,000 miles, helping reduce...
Got a building project in the near future? Then see Don or Tracy Lyles at College Building Supplies in Dallas, right across from Gaston College. You'll find material for treated decks, storage buildings, and even galvanized metal. Save too on roof cement and cement blocks. College Building Supply in Dallas has vinyl windows in all sizes as low as $69. Get quotes from kitchen cabinets, shingles, exterior siding, and even dog houses. College Building Supplies, Highway 321 in Dallas, across from Gaston College. Open Monday through Saturday.
The series is Clay Hodges.
He just keeps hitting it.
Yep.
Where they ain't most of the time. And the batter up is Danny Sullivan. Sullivan hit by a pitch his last time up. Got thrown out to end the first inning trying to steal second. Sullivan pitch swung on a miss from Alec Johnson.
We'll have to check our lineup, Milton. Steve thinks we have a new left fielder out there. He thinks Dalton Towery has been inserted out there in left field for Cody Dellinger.
That's right. I called Towery a while ago.
Okay.
It was Dellinger.
So he did bat.
It was, and here's a pitch in the dirt, and Hodges goes to third. I'm so used to Towery playing left field, I called Dellinger Towery earlier. That one hit over his head. It was hit over Cody Dellinger's head. And so
Towery is in there now in left field.
Is Dellinger anywhere out here?
I don't think so.
I don't see him.
I don't think so.
Mm-mm. All right, it's 1-1 count on Sullivan. My apologies to Towery for saying that ball was hit over his head last Lincoln County at bat. 2-1 now on Sullivan with runner at third, the tying run 90 feet away for Lincoln County in the bottom of the Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance third inning. The count goes 2-2 on Sullivan. And the pitch.
Hit the bat, I think.
Hit the bat.
Trying to get out of the way.
Sullivan almost hit again by a pitch.
Yep. Trying to get out of the way, but protected by the bat. The bat kept it from hitting him, and that goes down as a strike.
Still 2-2. And Coach Bullock's going to come down and check on his third baseman, Danny Sullivan. The batter here. Well, he's going to walk right past Sullivan and check, check with Seth Keener.
He's going to check with the umpire's eyes.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with Sullivan.
No, I thought maybe he's going to make sure Sullivan was.
And that's good. Go by. He's going to check and make sure. And Sullivan never flinched like he was going to take off to first or anything.
He just stood there like, you going to say it hit me or not?
And he's probably thinking, I can't believe I let it hit the bat.
Yeah, more than likely. All right, 2-2 pitch coming up here to Sullivan again from Alec Johnson. And the pitch fouled off. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes on Danny Sullivan.
You notice the planes are a little further to the south from us tonight there now.
Yeah,
you know?
we worked on that.
Yep.
We told them it was
no
bothering
fly
us the other
zone.
night. Yeah, no fly zone. The 2-2 pitch again to Sullivan from Johnson. Ball 3. Cherryville in front 3-2 in the bottom of the third. And Lincoln County has the tying run at third base. Nobody out. 3-2 count on the number 3 batter in the order, Sullivan. And this one
straight up, very high.
Popped up to center.
Yep, very, very high in the outfield.
Deep enough, I'm sure, to score Hodges.
Yep.
Be a sac fly for Sullivan.
I think Hodges could score and get to first again.
Yeah. So we got a tie ball game on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard at 3-3 on the sac fly by Sullivan, an RBI in the first out of the inning. And brings up Jacob Hoover. Hoover singled and scored in the second.
3-3 game now as Lincoln County has fought back to tie it here at home tonight after trailing 3-0 in the game.
It didn't take them long to get right back even, did it? They almost did it in the
that
bottom
previous
of the second.
inning sure did.
Yeah. Strike 1 to Hoover. The pitch. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jacob Hoover, the left fielder.
Somebody throwing at us again?
Yeah, Josh up on the roof. By the way, thanks to Josh Collins, our camera operator on top of the Winnebago.
Absolutely.
David Keever working the director's chair on KTC Broadcasting.
Yeah, Steve's in the director's chair.
That's right. 1-2 on Hoover. And the next pitch, ball 2. 2-2 count. When it gets dark, we've got a handy-dandy light tonight. We're prepared with everything. Even got the bug spray tonight. And here's a pop foul out of play. Aside from the essentials to do the broadcast, there was 4 things we needed. And we got them all tonight.
We did.
We've got the trash bag. We've got the lamp. We've got the bug spray. And we got the fan.
Yep.
And here's a pop-up playable here for Nairn, the second baseman, in the infield dirt, makes the catch on Hoover.
And Milton even got the awning out over the top of us tonight.
We got the awning
just in
out.
case it would rain. Or
I don't know if we can get it back up, but we got it out.
Well, you can drive up Highway 73 with that hanging out. It'll miss the mailboxes if you drive it at the right angle.
Well, yeah.
the awning itself would. These arms you might have to worry about a little bit.
We might have trouble there. Here's the batter up. Deal flied out to center in the second inning.
So tonight about 10:30, if you see this RV going through Burger City with the awning out, just wave.
A very torn up awning by that point.
Well, you have to do about 15 miles an hour.
1-1 on Deal. 2 out, nobody on. Score tied on the sac fly by Sullivan to score Hodges this inning. 3 all, and the count 2-1 now to Hayden Deal. Deal DHing for pitcher Bradley Hallman. Deal, the winning pitcher last night at Fraley Field. And the pitch here's fouled off. 2-2. Deal.
Evens it up.
A right-handed batter, a left-handed pitcher.
Much like Heath King.
Mm-hmm.
And they faced each other last night.
Well, King's a right-handed pitcher and a left-handed batter.
Other way, yeah.
Deuces Wild, the pitch.
What it is, they just are mirror images of each other. Cause
that's right.
If you look in the mirror, it's backwards, right?
Exactly. Well, if you switched them around, you'd have 2 righties. I mean,
yes, you would.
You'd have a right-handed thrower and hitter and a left-handed thrower and hitter. You just split them up, and you got one of each. And the 3 count goes 3-2 on Deal.
Yeah, that one down in the dirt to Hayden Deal. It's good to see that Coach Bullock gets those guys in the lineup occasionally, even when they're not just pitching, because they are solid pitchers. That's Norton and Deal.
Ground ball to third. Shortstop charges in. Huff's throw won't be in time. Infield single for Deal. Throw was off the mark, David, but he wouldn't have got him.
The only reason it was off the mark is because he had to hurry so fast. His only chance was to throw it off balance, and just hit at a tough spot for him to handle, and Deal. Not bad speed either, getting down that line.
Brings up Norton, Justin Norton, winning pitcher in game 1.
Milton hits all even now, 4 apiece between Lincoln County and Cherryville. Runs are even as well, 3 all.
Throw to first. Deal back in. Norton a shortstop tonight. 5-3 ground out in the second inning. The pitch from Johnson. A strike.
Deal thought about going. He may just bluff, but he went about a fourth of the way before he decided he better get back on first base. Johnson looking over there again, keeping him close.
Throw again, and he's safe. 0-1 to count on Justin Norton. 2 out in the inning. A run in. We're tied 3-3. Cherryville at Lincoln County at East Lincoln High School. And the pitch bounces in, ball 1.
Good job back there by Jackson.
Has Lincoln County played any of their playoff games anywhere but here at East Lincoln? Did they play any at North?
That's a good question. I don't know if they did or not.
They played some
regular season at North, and they might have played one of those Henderson games at North, but I can't recall.
And the pitch is low, 2-1 to Norton.
In Caldwell series, they only had 1 game at home. It was a 3-game series, and they won 2 on the road.
Caldwell the higher seed. Okay. So they won 2 at MS Deal.
Right.
2-1 pitch instead to throw to first. Deal safe. Speaking of Deal and MS Deal and Hayden Deal.
And I thought we were in a poker game a while ago the way you were dealing.
Deal.
Who's Deal?
Yeah, I don't know. 2-1 pitch. Foul ball. Left field side.
Wow, is it foul?
Oh, it's
barely foul.
Just barely. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be out of play up on the bank there.
Boy, it was just barely foul down that line of maybe a foot.
Not a lot of room between the left field line and the fence, and it just dropped right in there, probably, 3 or 4 feet from the line to the fence?
Yeah.
And it just dropped in there. Foul, so it's
close
2-2 to Norton.
Close to being probably an RBI double.
You bet. Deuces Wild again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Go ahead and runner at first for Lincoln County. Bottom of the Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance 3rd inning. And the pitch from Johnson is a grounder, going to be the pitcher, Johnson, and he throws it wildly to first and over the head of the first baseman, and everybody will move up, so you got a...
Probably another infield hit with an error, a couple with an error, Milton, don't you think?
That's exactly the way I would do it, hitting an error.
Took it another perfect throw to get Norton at first, who also has good wheels for pitcher, but maybe should have just ate that one, hung on to it, but give up the extra base with the throwing error.
Sure did, with 2 out, runners 2nd and 3rd now, and Darren Salter can put his team in front here, the left-handed batter Salter. Now he pitches right-handed.
You're confusing me.
I know. You got Deal, who bats right-handed, pitches left. You got Salter, bats left-handed, pitches right. You got Heath King for Cherryville, who pitches right, bats left. Doesn't he? He does, doesn't he?
I think so.
I think, yeah, pretty sure. Heath King is a left-handed hitter.
Milton Richard Walker, as he's heading back to the to get behind the plate, we got timeout. Coach Reynolds coming to the mound. I was going to mention real quick, Richard Walker reporting now that 5 of the 8 teams that are going to the state tournament are there. Well, not actually there, but have qualified.
That's right.
And obviously Wilson, the host team.
I was going to say, let me guess one of them, Wilson.
Area 1 has Jacksonville and defending state champion Wilmington. In the state tournament. I think Richard's got this to be continued on here with more information later. But
all right, and we've got an Alcon mini storage call to the bullpen. Folks, don't go away. It's a 3-3 game with Lincoln County threatening here in the bottom of the third to take the lead. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Haley. When the septic tank backs up, Dennis Willis Septic Service in Cherryville is the name to remember. Dennis Willis services, repairs, and installs all types of septic tanks. They have pump-out tanks, too. Call Dennis Willis for septic tank service at 704-435-2326. Again, that's 704-435-2326 for professional, fair, and honest work from a name you've trusted for years. Dennis Willis Septic Tank Service of Cherryville. Again, that's 704-435-2326. Hauser Drugstore on the corner in downtown Cherryville has been Cherryville's hometown pharmacy since 1935, and they know you by name. For durable medical equipment such as wheelchairs, oxygen, walkers, CPAPs and BiPAPs, lift chairs, and diabetic supplies too, like strips and lancets. Hauser Drug bills Medicare and most all private insurances. And does your pharmacy make home deliveries? Hauser Drug in Cherryville does. It's service after the sale. Good luck, Post 100 from Hauser Drug. Trust Napa Know-How and your Lincoln Auto Parts on North Generals Boulevard to have the parts you need to get the job done right. Napa Auto Parts at 136 North Generals Boulevard is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturday 8 to 4:30. Call 704-735-0411 or come by for quick, knowledgeable service from Eddie or Jason. For your car, truck, SUV, or other vehicle, get the right part. And remember, your Napa Auto Parts store in Lincoln has a full machine shop too. Call 704-735-0411 or come by 136 North Generals Boulevard, Lincoln.
In the Gospels of Matthew, Luke, and John, we are called to forgive others, and God will forgive us. I find that I can forgive others, and I can ask God to forgive me, but sometimes I find it hard to forgive myself. If you are struggling with forgiveness, as we all do, come to Ryan Heights United Methodist Church and hear of the Lord's grace, mercy, and forgiveness. I'm inviting you to come and worship with us Sundays at 11. I am Kathy McAbee, pastor of Ryan Heights United Methodist Church, and we are located on Madison Street, just up from Betty Ross Park.
Check into that. Steve may be going to find out.
Strike one thrown to Salter from Braun, who can throw it hard.
And been solid in relief this year for Post 100.
Pitch is low. 1-1 strike on Salter. Salter walked and scored in the second for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Ryan Herman, the Lincoln Times news reporter, Milton, reporting it. He leaves the game with some kind of injury. So.
Okay. Swing and a miss by Salter. So Cherryville a must-win game and had a 3-0 lead, but Lincoln County has tied it up this inning and threatening to take the lead. A lot of things could score that runner from third, but there are 2 out and runners at second and third, and that pitch a ball. 2-2.
Milton, last night at 8 o'clock, we were in the top of the 5th. Tonight it's 8:10. We're in the bottom of the third. That's just the way games go, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. That's baseball, no clock. 2-2 pitch. A ball.
Looks like it missed outside.
3-2 on Salter.
Scoggins, who had the 2-run double, on deck. Have not seen an update in a while from Hickory.
Winding the pitch, swung on a miss,
Got
struck him out.
Big strikeout.
Was indeed, but Lincoln County ties the score in the inning, 1 run on 3 hits. There was 1 Cherryville error and 2 left on. We have played 3. That concludes the Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance 3rd inning here at East Lincoln. After 3, it's 3-3. Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug TRT Trailer Sales scoreboard.
We used to practice in a storage unit.
What makes a Cherryville Federal Bank mortgage better?
My apartment couldn't hold all the equipment. Plus, it wasn't a great way to make friends with the neighbors. I got a raise at my day job, and I was like, maybe I can afford a house. So I go down to see Ed at Cherryville Federal, just to see what was out there. He asks all about my job, how much I make, if I have anything saved for a down payment. Then he says I might be a perfect fit for some special home loan programs. He got me pre-qualified, so I knew how much house I could shop for. Now, I'm a homeowner. Me, a homeowner.